What is going on, folks? It is Rigor Mortis and we are back with yet another video. And guys, this one is a big one. We've talked about this stock so many different times on this channel, and we have finally got a little piece of information about the definitive agreement. As always, guys, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am by no means a financial advisor. Please go out and do your own deep digging when it comes to any stocks that I talk about, and make sure that you are investing responsibly. If you're new around here, please go ahead and subscribe and join the family. A thumbs up is always appreciated, and please leave a comment down below about what you think about either this stock or any other stock that you're in. So guys, we finally have some information about Tuscan Holdings, ticker symbol THCB. They are set to be merging with Microvast, a EV battery company. We've talked about this stock so many different times on this channel, and I've told you guys before that these two companies had a letter of intent to merge, but we never got a definitive agreement. And of course, if we look at the charts, we've been riding this wave up and down and up and down and up and down, and we have either some people told me that they were going to sell out at a particular time. Some people were telling me they're holding on until we hear some more news. Some people were buying the dips, kind of like I was. People were just doing all sorts of stuff with this stock. But finally, just earlier tonight at around 9 p.m., and actually thank you to Ten and Dare, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, a very long-term supporter of this channel, for giving me this information. A Bloomberg article just actually came out around maybe just a few hours ago now, maybe 3 or 4 hours ago now. And in this Bloomberg article, we actually got some information about the definitive agreement that's set to happen here in the next couple of days, actually, if not tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and read you guys the article here, and then we'll go ahead and discuss some of these things. So Bloomberg, battery maker Microvast Inc. will go public via a merger with blank check company Tuscan Holdings Corp, according to people with knowledge of the matter. So whenever they make these articles, guys, people that leak this information or come out and tell these news sources about this information, they never use their names. So these are just, they always say people with knowledge of the matter. So these things are never 110% guaranteed. These are still just, they're not really rumors at this point, because Bloomberg usually has some pretty good sources, but we do have to take everything with a grain of salt whenever it says, quote, people with knowledge of the matter. So always take that with a grain of salt, because these things are not always 100% verified just yet. So let's keep on reading. The transaction, expected to be announced as early as Monday, okay, so that's tomorrow, will value the combined company at about $3 billion, said the people, who asked not to be identified because the information is private. Of course, we talked about that. The companies, okay, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. The companies will receive more than $800 million in cash when the deal closing, which includes a $540 million investment led by Oshkosh Corp, BlackRock Inc., Koch Strategic Platforms, and Interprivate, said the people. Now, of all of those companies, the one that really stood out to me is Oshkosh Corp. Now, if you guys don't know, and I haven't really spoken about this too much on this channel, there is a USPS contract right now that's up for grabs, quote unquote, that's said to be worth around $6 billion. And one of the companies that I've talked about on this channel that's in contention for this contract is Workhorse. But another company that's actually in contention is Oshkosh, and them investing into Microvast and into the SPAC merger is really interesting to me, because that might be setting in motion something down the line when it comes to this USPS contract. Again, nothing verified here. These are just this is just a very interesting article that's coming out. Anyway, so representatives for Stafford, a Texas-based Microvast, and Tuscan declined to comment, of course. Special purpose acquisition company Tuscan raised $276 million in March of 2019, led by executive officer Stefan Vogel. The firm said it intended to focus on acquisition targets in the cannabis industry. Yeah, this was before, though it may pursue an acquisition in any sector according to its listing documents. So this was just older information. Obviously, you know, with their name, THCB, you would think that they were targeting a cannabis industry company. They were before they switched over to the EV space. Microvast, founded in 2006, makes batteries for commercial vehicles such as taxis and buses, as well as specialty transportation, including mining trucks and port equipment. CITIC Securities, a Chinese state-owned broker, led a $400 million private funding round in the company in 2017, according to a website that they linked. One of the lead investors in the additional investment raised to support the transaction in our private has also managed a SPAC, and it gives you some more information about that. And the rest of this is kind of just a little bit more information about this other company. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about THCB. So guys, like I said before, this isn't 110% verified news just yet, but it is very interesting that this article is coming out. They're telling us that this DA, this definitive agreement, might be announced as soon as tomorrow, which is absolutely crazy. So if this thing happens, more likely than not, it'll probably happen in after hours. So this is one that you guys absolutely have to keep your eye on. Please, please, please keep your eye on THCB. Come open on Monday morning. For me, I'm pretty happy with my position right now because I have been trying to, as best I can, if I have buying power, I'll buy the dips. But I'll see how this thing opens up on Monday. Of course, if this definitive agreement comes out, we'll talk a little bit more, once the definitive agreement is actually announced and solidified. We'll talk about price targets and stuff like that. The THCB videos will probably start rolling out more and more as we get a little bit more information. But I wanted to make this information available to you guys, just in case you weren't aware, just like I wasn't until Ted and Dare told me about it, and I really appreciate it. As always, guys, if you're new around here, please go ahead and subscribe and join the family. A thumbs up is always appreciated. Please comment down below. What do you guys think about THCB? This is big. I mean, we've been waiting for this definitive agreement. We've been very, very, very patient, and it's finally time. It looks like it's finally time for this thing to really get going. So please comment down below what you think. I appreciate you guys watching. Peace out.